Welcome back to Black News Tonight. Our next guest, Djamila Ribeiro, hails from Brazil, the country with the biggest black population outside of the continent of Africa. Known for its carnaval and soccer, there's also another important component of Brazilian society, one that many don't know: the deep systemic racism. On the forefront of those challenging it, Djamila is a prolific writer. She is a courageous activist, and she has become one of really the most influential figures in all of not just Brazil, but around the world. And she's a big figure in the movement for Afro-Brazilian women's rights. And this past weekend, she was honored at the BET Awards, an honor that she absolutely deserved for her work uplifting the global black community. And now we are honored here at BNC to have tonight as our guest to talk about racism, black feminism, and so much more. The legendary. She's really the kind of sister that you feel like you can relate to. You may see her and think she's just like another sister you met. You know why? Because she's that extraordinary. Djamila, welcome to the show.
Oh, thank you so much, Mark. It's my pleasure to be here tonight.
No, it's my pleasure. We really do love you and appreciate the work you do. Brazil loves to market itself as the country where all ethnicities live happily together. They like to tell that kind of almost like a Disney narrative of racial and cultural bonding in Brazil. Help us understand more about how structural racism operates in the country.
First of all, thank you so much for your introduction. Yes, this is the idea that you have from Brazil, that is the racial paradise, the racial, the land of the racial democracy myth, this romantic idea of non-racial conflicts. So this is the idea that in Brazil was very strong for a long time. The idea that the Brazil state like to sell abroad. But the truth is that Brazil was the last country in America to end slavery. After the slavery time, there were not any kind of reparation policy for Black people in Brazil, what you call the industrialization process. The Europeans were encouraged to come to Brazil to fill the jobs and also to accomplish the what we call here in Brazil the policy of whitening. So I think it's very important to confront this idea of a racial paradise in Brazil. Black population in Brazil is the largest population here in Brazil, but the population that still are struggling to have access to rights, to other possibilities of existence. So I think it's very important to look up to Brazil also in this perspective of the fight of the Black movement. It's very important to look up to Brazil in the perspective of the Black intellectuals and to really see Brazil as this country that the racism is a structural issue. There is a country that for a long time refused to confront this idea of non-racial conflicts.
Wow, that sounds, a lot of that anyway, sounds very, very familiar to these United States. But I understand Brazil has its own unique and particular challenges around this myth of racial democracy, no?
Yes, as Kabengele Munanga, a very important intellectual. He's from Congo, but he's a professor here in Brazil. As Kabengele Munanga used to say, Brazil, the racism in Brazil, it's a perfect crime. So is the denial of the racism? There is no racism here. Racism only United States or South Africa, countries where there were legal apartheid. There is no racism here. Everybody is mixed. Everybody live together. But in the other hand, the Black population is still apart, from fundamental rights. If you go to a slum in Brazil, most of the population who live in slums are black. So it's a perfect crime in a way that historically denied racism, and on the other hand, create this idea that it is not a Brazil problem. This is a problem from other countries. Yes, there was not a legal apartheid in Brazil, but there is an institutional apartheid in Brazil. And the racial democracy myth was very damaged to raise awareness on blackness. So in Brazil, you can find people, black people, that don't see themselves as black, because here in Brazil is the way you look like. So if you look like white, you are going to be treated as white, even if your family is black. So this kind of romantic idea was very damaged to raise the awareness on racism, on blackness. What really racism is that racism is not only about an individual issue, that racism is a systemic issue, that racism is when you are in a country that black population is the largest population, but you turn on the television and you don't see black people. Racism, when you live in a country that in every 23 minutes, a young black man is killed, victim of the police violence. Racism, when black women that are the biggest demographic group in Brazil, we represent 27% of the population in Brazil, but we are the group that are the basis of the society, the group that are facing a high rate of domestic violence and sexual
Absolutely.
violence.
And
So
Jamila,
this is the problem in Brazil. This difficult to face the question.
absolutely. And that's why I appreciate in your work this idea of intersectionality that emerges, right? As a black feminist, you've been very, really brilliant and trailblazing in helping us think about how this question of race in Brazil and really around the world doesn't operate in isolation from these other intersecting identities and systems of oppression. And so, how does this idea of intersectionality help us make sense of what's happening in Brazil?
Well, Mark, I think it's fundamental to think about intersectionality not only in a theoretical way, but also as a tool to think public policy. Because when you say that we are all Black people, yes, we are Black people, but who are these people? Black people are not an abstract thing. So we are Black men, Black gay men, Black women, uh, Black lesbians. So it's very important to make visible our identities as Black people and to show that we live different experiences when you are a woman or when you are a trans woman. So intersectionality is important to confront this idea of universality, because the idea of universality actually it's a Eurocentric white male idea, that we are universal, you Black people are specific. We can talk about everything. You Black people only talk about this or that. This is a Eurocentric idea, and I think you cannot reproduce this kind of idea inside our community, because as Black people, it's very important to make visible different experiences of being Black. So it not means that we are talking about oppression contest. It's not about that. It's about make visible different experience. As a Black woman, I live gender through race, and it's very important to make visible this reality, not only again as a theoretical problem, but also to demand public policy. I needed to know what is the reality that Black women are facing, even to reivindication change for that reality. We cannot think about emancipatory strategy for a reality that is invisible. That's why intersectionality is so important. Of course, in the United States, there is a tradition of Black feminists who addressed intersectionality in their researchers, but in Brazil, there are very important Afro-Brazilian feminists like Lélia Gonzalez, Sueli Carneiro, Luisa Bairros, who were very important to make visible different possibilities of being Black people.
Absolutely. I mean, it's such an important insight you offer, and I really do appreciate your time. But before you go, I just want to point out that you have published 3 books, and of course, people can see even in the background the covers of some of those wonderful books. Your name written right on the front of the book, so folk can see that it's you. The books are amazing, and the testimony to that is not just my endorsement, but the fact that they have been in the Brazilian bestseller list. In fact, 2 of your books in particular have been on the Brazilian bestseller list for years. So I encourage everyone to read these books, to take these ideas seriously, and to really understand this question of race and racism and white supremacy and gender oppression, etc. These aren't unique to the United States. These aren't problems that are just here. These are problems that are universal, and we can't solve our local problem until we have an international, transnational analysis. And your work, Djamila, does that brilliantly. So thank you so much for coming here. Thank you for teaching us so much about Brazil and race and racism. Thank you for being here on BNT.
Thank you so much, Mark. It was an honor.
Absolutely. The honor was mine. Thank you so much, and we'll be right back.